Town planning of the Harappan civilization. The basic layout at all the settlement was established along a grid that was defined by the large street running north, south and east, west and fortification all around. So we can find a large street running in the direction of north, south and in the east, west like this, and the fortification all around like this. And the fortification all around like this. Earlier it was thought, that is, suppose if this is a city, this is one city, they thought in the west it present the high western citadel and in the east it present the lower town. It was thought earlier because they thought there was a division of rulers and the service communities. So there is a division of the rulers and the service community in the city. But this interpretation is not correct. There was no such division because we can able to find large public building, market areas, large and small private houses, craft workshop, all these things in all areas. In such situation, we cannot have such a division of rulers and the service communities as it was taught earlier. Is it clear? Because everything is present everywhere. So it clearly shows there is no such division. So the earlier interpretation was not correct. And if you see the city, each city comprised a series of walled sector or mount oriented in different direction. So each city has a walled sector or a mount. Now study about the Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and Kalibangan. We can see the high rectangular mount on the west and extensive mount to the north, south and east. So if you take like Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and the Kalibangan like this is the north, south, east, west, isn't it? So high rectangular mount you can able to see in the west like this, and the extensive mount to the north, south, east, west. Okay. And if you see the Dhalavira and the Banavali, single walled mount internally divided into 3 or 4 walled sector. So like a single walled mount, okay, which is divided into 3 or 4 walled sector internally. This is found in the Dhalavira and Banavali. So there may be some question from this. So you have to remember the city name and what type of thing present. Okay. So in first 3 cities, that Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and the Kalibangan, we found a high rectangular mount on west. And in Dhalavira and the Banavali, we find a single walled mount, but that wall that is internally divided into 3 or 4 walled sector. Okay, so we have to remember all this thing. Now, the excavations also show that there were large gateways at various entry point of the city. So there were a large gateways. Okay, so it's very planned, highly planned. So we can able to see the large gateways in the entry point of the city, and even seen in inner fortification areas also. And one more important thing, at Dhalavira, large inscriptions was found close to the main gateway. So at Dhalavira, make a point, large inscription. Some scholar thought that it may be a fallen signboard. Okay, it may be a fallen signboard. So the large inscription was found close to the main gate. So the letters of the inscriptions are the best or the largest example of the writing. So if you want to give some example, like the writing existed in the Harappan civilization, this is one such example. The letters of this inscription, that is in the Dhalavira, is a large example of the writing, and these letters were written by using the white gypsum paste into the wooden plank. Clear? And 10 symbols were found in that inscription. Those were approximately measuring 35 centimeter high 25 to 20 centimeter wide. So 10 symbols were found, and some scholar proclaimed that may be the name or title. Is it clear? So this 10 symbol, that writing represent some sort of name or a title. Now let us study about the materials used in building. The most common building materials are mud bricks, kiln fired bricks, wood and reeds. So these are all some common material. In rocky foothills, island of Kutch and in Saurashtra, stone is commonly available. Make a note. Stone is commonly available in the rocky foothills, obviously, island of Kutch and in Saurashtra. So they used dressed stone instead of the bricks. So dressed stone replaced the bricks. Okay, the common building material is, just now we saw it is the mud bricks, kiln fired bricks, wood and reeds. But in this places, that is the rocky foothills, island of Kutch and in Saurashtra, dressed stone replaced bricks. Okay. Next, coming to one more important thing, the average size of the brick for the houses. You can see it is 7.5 by 15 by 30 centimeter dimension, and the fortification wall brick we can find it is 10 by 20 by 40 centimeter dimension. We can able to see one thing, both are having the identical proportion, that is 1:2:4 ratio. You understood? You take this one, 10, 20 and 40. So if you cancel all the zeros, we come to know the ratio is 1:2:4. In the same way, 7.5, 15 and 30 is also in the ratio 1:2:4. Okay, so this may be our prelim question. So you have to remember all this dimension to certain extent and how it is proportional. Clear? When you're comparing the average size of the brick for the houses and the fortification wall bricks. Fine. Now the doors and windows, they used wooden muds. For the floor, they used hard packed earth, and sometimes it is plastered also. And the bathing area and the drains, baked bricks or stones used. Some rooms have the paved with bricks or fired terracotta cakes. And the roof, wooden beams were used, which is covered with reeds and packed clay, and rarely timber is also seen. So these are the materials used in buildings. Clear? So again you listen and make all the points thorough. Fine.